start off a little bit light. We got Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, he's turned over a new leaf. Here's what he said. Go ahead, play this.
We're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US.
I love how the guy's worth like $100 billion and he owns one shirt. He got rid of all of his shirts. He owns one like 3/4 sleeve black t-shirt with that weird talisman that he has over his chest all the time.
They're probably like $500 shirts, and he probably has like 10 of them.
Oh, no, I'm sure. No, yeah, because that's the thing is that like those tech CEOs, that's what they do is they'll wear just plain black T-shirts that are, like $400-$500 a piece, $1,000 jeans, sneakers that look like they bought them at Target that cost them $2,500. I mean, it is like really, it's a weird minimalist, but fuck you at the same time fashion sense. They don't wear the Gucci and all that stuff, but it's very in your face. And those who are in the know, right? Like they wear those minimalist clothes because the average person sees it and it's just a black shirt. They're not wearing like, I have a graphic on my shirt. It's from Sunday Mass. It's a Christian lifting company. So I have a graphic on my shirt. So that might distract some people. I don't care. I think they're cool clothes. They're quality clothes. So I wear them on the air. But he wants full center of attention to be on him, right? So the average person can see, okay, black shirt, not going to pay attention. I'm going to keep my eyes on his face. But his tech buddies know, hey, Mark's got a, whatever brand t-shirt on. Yeah, it looks like a plain black t-shirt, but it's got some money. So Facebook getting rid of the censorship. The independent fact checkers are no mas. They're going back to community notes. Here, I am excited in this new free speech era of Facebook that I can finally start calling people retards and telling them to kill themselves again without being suspended for several days.
Kill your fucking selves!
I'm really excited about that. I can go back to verbally abusing people who try to start arguments with me on topics I don't care about. That was Facebook's heyday years and years ago before Trump came along and made everybody get all political. And we're going back to that now. And we'll get into why I think that's happening in a little bit here. But first off, he said we're going to go into a community note system. Let's break down the big difference there, right? So independent fact checkers, which is the system Facebook has right now, is where they employ third parties to make sure that the information is so-called correct. Now, obviously, there have been a lot of discrepancies, many of which we've broken down on this very show with Facebook's so-called independent fact checkers. But community notes gives people a little bit more insight rather than the ominous, this has been fact-checked by independent fact checkers, and you got to click it and follow a bunch of links to figure it out, where the average person is just going to see it and go, oh, this must not be true. Community notes provides immediate context along with sources, and people are allowed to rate the notes if they're helpful. You don't have some end-all be-all judge, jury, and executioner faceless entity that's deciding what's true and what's not. Now, community notes are not perfect. They got some issues with them, and that's what's going to happen. That's unfortunately, freedom's a little dangerous, guys. We just got to roll with it. Here's my thing, though, on this. I thought Facebook wasn't censoring free speech. That's all I've been hearing, because that video was a clip from a larger video he did about no longer censoring conservative and other opinions. I was under the impression that Facebook wasn't censoring free speech. So why would they need to open up the marketplace of ideas if it was never closed to begin with? That's my question here. Why would that even be necessary? Sounds like you're restating something that you've claimed has always been your policy this whole time. Why? Could it be that you were lying? Well, we know the truth. That's a rhetorical question. We know the truth there. Here's what I find funny about this, about the censorship on social media thing. This is not a pendulum swing, right? Where the left has dominated tech spaces and now it's the right's turn. That's not what's going on here, right? The right's not asking. That's the difference. The fundamental difference here is the left wants control of the narrative. They want to be able to censor people they don't like and things that hurt their feelings and stories that are inconvenient to the narrative, right? They want to dominate. Conservatives, none that I know at least, I don't know any conservatives that are asking for that same power that the left has right now. So while the liberals want total control and a closed exchange of ideas, all conservatives want is a level playing field. They say, hey, we want to be able to float our ideas out there and back them up with the sources and the information that we have, and may the best man win. If our ideas are right and they're more attractive to people, we'll win. If your ideas are right and they're more attractive to people and you can come up with a more convincing argument than we have, then you'll win. And so be it. We'll let the marketplace figure it out. They don't both want that. I love how it's considered a conservative, because that's the left's freaking out that Facebook's having a conservative takeover right now. I love how it's considered a conservative takeover when they just say, hey, we're going to allow everyone to speak. It's no longer only liberals can get their opinions out there. Everyone can speak. Also, do you notice how quickly after Elon buying X, and you guys know me, I'm a little critical of Elon Musk. Critical's not a good word. Skeptical of Elon Musk. I'm a little skeptical of Elon Musk, but him buying X was a phenomenal, turning point in American history. It absolutely was. Did you notice how quickly the tide in this country shifted? The narrative in this country shifted when conservatives were not dominating one of the most popular social media apps in the country, but merely allowed to compete with the same rule book as liberals. We didn't ask for special privileges. We never wanted them. We would never ask for that. That's the difference. All we wanted was to play the same game as they did, because we were confident that if we got to play by the same set of rules they did, we would win. And look what happened. We did. Because their ideas can't face scrutiny. That's why they censor. That's why they slander. That's why in some countries they arrest people who speak out of line. And we'll get to that in a little bit here with Tommy Robinson and what's going on in the UK. Because their ideas cannot stand the test of any type of debate. They can't do it. Trying to censor and remove your opponent from the arena is the surest sign of insecurity in your beliefs, and they know it. But the narrative is so important to these people that's why you see so many liberals freak out when they're presented with facts that blatantly disprove what they're saying, because they're such immature, petulant children that they can't go, you know what, I was wrong. You're right, I appreciate that. They double down and they wig out because they don't know how to respond to being proven wrong.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.